So this is another really different video from all the other videos on this channel. I think that's kind of to be expected based on what I said in my other video, which was vlog 2. So this is something I've been wanting to do as well for like a long time. In vlog 1 I mentioned that I made a list of stuff in 2016 that I wanted to do, and one of the things was a vlog, and there were some other things I didn't mention in the video. So one of them was a room tour. Specifically, it was the stuff I used for streaming. And the stuff I use for streaming has changed a lot, like a significant amount. The cost of the PC has like doubled. There's a lot more sound equipment. There's a lot more kind of peripheral stuff. So I want to go into that and maybe give you a tour of my room, because I did decorate recently, like 2 months ago. I think I decorated 2 months ago. I'm gonna turn around, and I guess we'll do it this way. All right. So this is my room. It's where I stream. It's where I sleep, it's where I watch movies, it's where I do pretty much everything. I did tidy up before this video, but I haven't actually like placed anything that wouldn't be in the place that it is. So to kind of give you the best example of what this is like day to day, let's start on the left side of the room, because that's where all the streaming stuff is, and then we'll spin around to the other sides that are a bit less interesting. So right up here is where I've got my PC. The full specs of my PC, it's a 1600X Ryzen 5. It's currently at 3.8 gigahertz, 3000 megahertz, 16 gigabyte RAM. It has a 1070. It also has an AverMedia capture card. I think it's the Live Gamer HD capture card, which is why I have all of this bundle of cables. So I have a HDMI splitter, which gets rid of the proprietary DRM stuff from PS3 capture, and I have a HDMI splitter, which is to split the capture between the monitor and the PS3, and then I have a PS3, bunch of controllers. It's not actually all hooked up right now, that's why the splitter's like over here and stuff like that, but that is how I capture PlayStation 3 games, which we haven't played in a long time on the stream. On top of the case is just like a bunch of cables. I've recently like changed phones, so everything's USB-C now instead of being mini USB, micro USB. So that's different. That means I've got a lot more cables lying around. It's not the best. Up here is an Anker 1 to 4 USB thing. It can't actually handle 4 things. This is the mouse, keyboard, and the webcam. It can't actually handle anything more than this. I tried to run an extra webcam off this. I also tried to run a mini like laptop style number pad off this for macros. Does not work at all. This is my subwoofer. I don't know what you really call this. It is a subwoofer. It's a subwoofer that, I'm gonna close this blind because it is really bright. It's a subwoofer where all your kind of like stuff connects, right? Like all your audio stuff apart from your microphone. It's a 240 watt set of 5.1 speakers, and as you can see, I have front audio and rear audio like behind the monitor, and then I have the center channel up here for dialogue. It's probably the worst setup for 5.1 audio that you can ever have. This is my webcam. I'm extra paranoid, so I always put a piece of paper over it when I stop streaming, just in case Mark Zuckerberg or the FBI are looking at me while I'm looking at hentai. This monitor is an Acer Predator. It's the XB240H. And these headphones are ATH M30Xs. They're really, really good headphones. This is a Cooler Master Storm Quickfire TK. It's a 10 keyless keyboard. And it's not RGB, but it does have LED backlight, which I always keep on the lowest setting. And the keycaps are double shot injected, so the light, you know, it's pretty much necessary to have the light on, because when the light's off, you basically can't see it at all. Mouse is a Corsair M65 Arctic, and mousepad is a really used up SteelSeries mousepad. My microphone is an ATH, no wait, no it's not. These are ATHs. It's an AT2020 with just like a really cheap Amazon soundguard thing and a really cheap Amazon microphone arm. I actually used to use this microphone arm 3 years ago with the Samsung Meteorite, and this microphone came with all the threads to kind of like hook that up properly. This is a Huion GT220. It is a tablet monitor, so it doesn't have a CPU and a GPU or anything like that, but it is a Cintiq-like graphics tablet, like a draw-on monitor. You do need to use a pen, it's not touchscreen with your fingers. I use that for artwork. It has a cool stand thing where you can like pull up this handle, like this handle here, and then you can like lay it flatter, draw it forward, and then I move the keyboard along, and that's how I do artwork and stuff. This is a Behringer Xenix 302 USB. It's essentially a USB powered microphone interface, so you can hook up an XLR microphone. It also lets you put in a couple of line-ins and a standard like 3.5mm microphone as well. So it's a really, really good mixer. Even if you don't have an XLR microphone, I would recommend this mixer because it does a really, really good job at boosting the audio quality, even on like a really cheap 3.5mm microphone. I actually have a video where I'm talking about the Vives microphone, in which I show you how much this improves the quality on a really cheap microphone. So if you're interested in that, I'll put that link in the description. That's basically it. Standard wired Xbox 360 gamepad. I always have one of these Bulldog clipboards with paper on it. I always have a pencil, kneaded eraser, and a pen in case I want to take notes from the stream or if I want to do some drawing and stuff like that. This chair is fucking terrible. Do not buy this chair. It's a Neo Gaming racing chair. Don't buy this chair or any racing chair unless you're spending like $400 plus. Just do not buy this chair. It's terrible. It weighs like 35 kilograms. It falls apart. The arms are bent out. They're pretty much destroyed. It's just a nightmare. It's really uncomfortable, and don't buy it. What else should I really show you guys? That's basically everything for like the streaming side. That took like 5 or 6 minutes to explain, but that's everything. I think I have like 7 terabytes of storage on this. So any of my VODs that I record locally, I record the VODs at 7,000 kilobits per second. So an hour is like 8 gigabyte, I think. So there are like 7 terabytes of storage on this. No joke. There really is 7 terabytes of storage on a desktop computer, which is crazy for me. The first computer I bought when I was 12 years old, and we had 30 gigabytes of storage. And now I'm 28 and I have like all those terabytes. So over here I have sound dampening stuff. Now the sound dampening stuff is really far away from where I'm actually sitting. This is because I used to sit up here. This is where my desk used to be, and the chair used to sit here, and it was a nice little shielded area. I made a lot less noise because of the dampening and stuff like that. But now I'm sitting much further forward. The reason I'm sitting much further forward is because of this. I have a HTC Vive, and if you're using a HTC Vive, you basically need around 2 by 2 meters. This is exactly 2.2 meters this way and 2 meters this way to my bed. And it's pretty nice because if your hands go over the bed during VR stuff, you can still kind of, play the games and stuff like that without hitting walls. So that's really nice. The Vive is sitting here in a bag, and I'll explain that. So why is my Vive sitting in a bag? I had a problem with the Vive after about a month where I had to send it back because it was basically broken. You didn't get a picture, and when you hit it on the side, you would get a picture, which isn't what you're meant to get. So I sent back the cable. No, I didn't. I sent back the Vive headset, the whole headset. None of the peripherals, just the headset. They sent it back and said it had been recalibrated, which I believe they did. It took about 2 weeks to send it back and, get it back and stuff like that. And then as soon as it was back, I tested it again, and it was still broken. So I sent back the 3-in-1 cable, which is the cable that goes from your headset to the PC, or to the little breaker box that goes to the PC. So they sent back the 3-in-1 cable, they tested it, said it was faulty, and sent me a new one. And now it's still kind of having issues. I haven't really used it a lot. I need to use it a little bit more to kind of like pinpoint what the issue is, but the issue seems the same as before. It's essentially flickering an orange light on the screen, mostly on the left side monitor, and it's also cutting out and just going black after like 10 seconds, and you can't see anything. And even like the slightest second of going black, like if it went black for a second out of every minute, even that is enough to really disorientate you and kind of put you off the VR experience. So I need to fix that because I paid a lot of money for that and I'm not using it at all right now. What else? This is where I charge my phone. This is interesting, kind of. We got a UK plug to a European adapter, and then I think this is a European style plug to the USB thing. And then where I put my phone is on an old DVD drive. I've always been told not to put your phone on a flammable surface, so I always put it on this metal DVD drive, because I think if my phone is gonna spark or it is gonna like explode, like, you know, a Note 4 or whatever phone it was that exploded, at least it's kind of on something a little bit flame resistant. I don't know if this is dumb. It probably is. Let's move on. Okay, I'm not gonna go into everything. Basically, under my bed, clothes, drawings, clothes, and I think cables and like old technology stuff, Game Boys and stuff like that. Bed is covered in penguins. Santa, because who doesn't love Santa? Big corkboard with stuff on it. A load of books. Should I take this off and let you guys see the books? Okay. Let me focus up and we'll go past this really slowly so you can see all the books. Yeah, basically books, DVDs, stuff that I can't play because my DVD player is... Oh wait, I can! I could use the PlayStation 3 to play DVDs. Ah! I totally forgot that I could do that. But, yep, these are interesting. These are the Calorie Mate boxes. I ordered all the flavors of Calorie Mate because of Metal Gear Solid. And I kept the boxes on my shelf because they look cool, right? It's probably really weird if you're from Japan and that's just like random snack boxes. But like I got my Metal Gear stuff here and then I got the Calorie Mate. You know, it makes sense. What else? PlayStation 3 games. Over here is more like the comic book kind of section. Even though there's comics on the other shelf, this is like where Marvel comics, DC comics, Vertigo comics, stuff like that. Booby figurines, Marceline from Adventure Time. This is the only Funko Pop I own. And the only reason I own it is because I really wanted a Marceline. This is all my Cory Doctorow books. I love Cory Doctorow. I think he's probably one of the best authors. He has some of the best kind of teen fiction as well. And then some other books like Frankenstein. There's an Isaac Asimov book. These are interesting. Boxer Hockey and Diesel by Tyson Hesse. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name. I think it's Tyson Hesse. I'll link Tyson Hesse's Twitter below because he's really interesting. You should go read Boxer Hockey. You could read it for free online. It's really, really good. So, warning, the next part of this video is going to be really boring to kind of like show you how much space I'm running out of. It might seem like I've got a lot of unused space in this room because I do have like that big area that could have, you know, boxes or shelves or whatever. But I kind of want to show you how much of a problem space is right now for me. So, under here at the back is where I have all my old Game Boy stuff. So this is my Game Boy, 3DS, my Game Boy Advance, PlayStation Portable, all that kind of stuff's in there. And that goes all the way back. My entire underneath of my bed is just all storage. This is my lens kit for my phone, so I have different wide angles and stuff. These are my KC Neistats. They're beautiful. I got some change. I got some rechargeable batteries in case you need something with batteries. I got earplugs because everybody in this house snores. I got some storage. I got some scissors. I got a luchador mask because that's an essential and you need to have a luchador mask. This is a control for this light because it's like an RGB light. Then I got a battery bank and then I got a 500GB portable hard drive. This is all paintbrushes and stuff like that for when I need to paint stuff. Mouth organ, deodorant, Bluetooth speaker, old OnePlus One phone, and my wallet. This drawer is all kind of craft stuff, like a lot of paper, like watercolor paper, Bristol board, brushes, pens, hot glue gun, tape, staples, stuff like that, like kind of stationery stuff that I don't use very often. This whole thing is all like, this is pens and tape and scissors that I use a lot. Things like glue for Gundams, stuff like that. The next drawer is just plain paper that's a little bit thicker. So this is like 80 GSM, this is like 120. The bottom is all like documents and stuff. This is really difficult to film. This is storage for like computer parts. So I've got like a lot of brackets, screws, clips, things like that. Cable ties, Molex connectors, like different type of cables and things that you might need when you're building PC. A lot of cable storage at the back. This is all cables. some Gundam boxes, a 1 TB hard drive that is really slow. It's not dead, but it's really slow. This is where I keep a backup keyboard, some more Gundams, a bunch of books, a lot of art books, things like Metal Gear Solid art book, Lane Decker, Norman Rockwell, books on painting, stuff like that. This is also all stationery stuff. I have a lot of art stuff in my room, like a lot. This whole drawer is just different paints, like oil sets, acrylic sets, watercolor pencils, soft pastels. What else is in here? Yeah, watercolor sets, just a load of stuff. This box is just full of belts and shit like that. That's not really important. And then the bottom drawer is where I keep things for like shaving and I don't know, different deodorants. I don't know what you call that type of stuff. Toiletries? Toiletries. And finally, we've kind of worked back around the room. This is my big ass tripod. It goes really short. It goes to about here, and then it can go to be, I don't know, a couple of feet. It's just an Amazon Basics tripod, but it does have this really cool hot shoe. All tripods have this, but there's a really cool hot shoe mount. I like that. I like that all camera equipment is a 1/4 inch 20 thread. Even the tripod thing I'm using right now is a 1/4 inch 20. So, you know, it's really nice having the same thing on everything. Alright, so that's basically my room tour. Two things. The reason that I kind of made this is to kind of document what this space is like, so that in the future, if I look back on the video, I can see like how much things have changed. The other reason I kind of wanted to make this video is kind of because I'm running out of space. I feel like if I had separate rooms for these things, I would have a lot more like productivity. To give you an example, if I'm drawing and I have to move around everything on my desk to draw, either digitally or traditionally, it doesn't give me a whole bunch of space. If I'm crafting something, like if I'm cutting something, I literally use the floor right now. Like what I do is I pull out this thing, which has my self-healing mat, and I put my self-healing mat on the floor, and this is where I like build stuff. I am running out of space though. I really, really want to move out. I feel like it would be so much more productive to have a kitchen where I could set up a camera and, you know, do some sculpting and some traditional art at a big table without getting in other people's way. It would also be nice if I didn't need to rearrange my desk to do digital artwork, because even the little like inconvenience of having to move everything around kind of stops me from doing digital art some days if I'm just really lazy. Other things as well, like just running out of storage space, having to like sell stuff and throw stuff out just to get enough storage space to have other things. I actually got rid of a writing desk because I wanted to have the Vive in here and I needed the floor space for the Vive. So it'd be nice to have a room where I could have my gaming PC and do all the streaming stuff, and then also have like a kitchen table or a living room table or a separate side office where I could do other stuff. It would just make a lot more sense to not have everything be in a bedroom. So I guess I'm feeling a little bit, what's the word? Like restless, cramped? I don't know. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. I hope it did kind of inform you as to what my room is like and how cramped it is and how much of a problem me running out of space is becoming. So if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. I actually started a new Instagram that I'm trying to get off the ground. It is DepIRL, so Instagram.com/DEPPIRL. I have an Instagram for artwork, which is Instagram.com/Deppresso, but I think DepIRL is where I'm kind of going to do stream stuff. So pictures and new equipment, new games, selfies, pictures when I go outside, which is really rare. That type of stuff's going to be on there. Twitter is mostly just like random life stuff, updates on the stream, whether or not there's going to be a stream. And obviously Twitch is where I stream games. And if we find more space, maybe we'll stream some Gundam building and some other stuff like painting and things like that. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.